8. Remember our friend, the letter H in German? How it's always silent when it's alone except at the beginning of the word, but if it pairs with his friend, the letter C, it will make a sound, exactly like here, 8. The letter combo C and H will actually get pronounced in two different ways. First one is after the vowels A, O, and U. It sounds harsher and is formed more in the throat, like for example in kochen or 8. The second one is after all the other letters and sounds like a very soft letter H, like in ich or sprechen. Nine. Remember the German diphthongs, two letters that go together and always get pronounced the same way? Like E, I that gets pronounced as I and I, E that gets pronounced as a long, slow E? Well, congratulations, here is another one. E, U. And it gets pronounced as Oi. Like for example in Europa or Euro. Zehn. The silent H in the middle of the word, and the Z gets pronounced as Z. Elf. Let's take a second here and focus on the E. Listen closely how it's pronounced in German. Elf. Exactly. The letter E is called E in German because it's pronounced like the E in bed or select. For example, in gehen or Ente. Well, now that we already learned this one, let's learn the rest of the vowels as well. I is pronounced like E in German, like you would say in cheese. For example, in ich or immer. The German A is pronounced as A, like in Vater, for example. Like in der Apfel, die Zahl, or aber. The German O sound is similar, but not the same as the English one. O. Listen to it here. Die Sonne, or wohnen. And the U. It's pronounced like U, like the end of U. For example, in Kuchen, Fuß, or Stunde. But that's not all. We also have the diphthongs. Remember these? The letters that come together and get pronounced together? We already learned two of them, I and E. And let's check out two more. Au. A and U gets pronounced as Au, like in Auge or Auch or Aus. And E and U. Together they get pronounced as Oi, like in Europa, neu, or heute. Zwölf. You met our friend with the smiley face, the U mit Umlaut, the two little dots. And here is another one from the family, the O mit Umlaut. To say Ö, just form your lips like you want to say the O, but instead of that, try to say E. Ö, and you get it. Ö. And here is also the third letter with an umlaut, A mit Umlaut. It gets pronounced as A. So basically like a long, loose, relaxed, and chilled out E. Like for example in head, head. And that's it. Acht. 9. 10. 11. 12. E, I, A,
O,
U, Au, Oi, Ä, Ö, Ü,